All systems go. Cleared for takeoff.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Week 9 Quick Hit NFL edition brought to you by SHIPITNation.com. I'm Gyiraszin. Listen, we're going to break down these tight ends and some defenses. Before we do so, you got to get over there, hit that like button for me, hit that subscribe button for me over there at that YouTube page. We definitely appreciate that. And then, hey, let's give a quick shout out to our favorite sponsors of the show, that'd be Drafters. Man, get over there, check them out if you haven't already. Get you a nice little deposit bonus up to $100 by using promo code SHIPIT. And then let's not also forget about our friends over here at Run the Sims. Get you a nice 10% off by using promo code SHIPIT. Here's talking a lot about, especially on the showdown slates. And then also, let's not forget about our friends over there at LineStar. Nice little tool to help you build some DFS lineups, get some bets, all that fun stuff. And then let's not forget about the promo code we have here at SHIPIT Nation Mayo. Get you 10% off any membership plan we have here. All of our sports under one price, expert content, projections, tools, and the community. But hey, it's time. Let's check out some tight ends and some defenses here. Let's run through some injuries real quick. We have to be concerned about for the main slate. Darren Waller in his hammy, he will be out week 9. Looks like Bellinger is going to get a start there. Luke Musgrave for Green Bay, his ankle, he is limited in practice, should be good to go, but keep your eyeballs on him. Taysom Hill's got a little hip injury. Seems to be decent chance for him to play. Keep your eyes on him as well. Logan Thomas had a heel. He practiced in full. He should be good to go. Kylan Granson, concussion, fully practiced. He should be also good to go. Now, this week, we are missing quite a few big-name tight ends, obviously with the Kelseys of the world, the Andrews. None of them guys here this week, especially with Kittle. So obviously we're going to be left with a little bit thinner pool here, but let's run through some DVP. The worst defenses against the tight end so far this year has been Washington. They're 32. We got the Chargers at 31. They're not in the main slate. Denver 30, not in the main slate. We got Chicago 29, Philadelphia 28, and Arizona coming in at 27. The toughest defenses against the tight end position. We got Baltimore 1. They are out this week, not on the main slate. We got Dallas 2, Carolina 3, Buffalo 4, who's not in the main slate. Then we got Cleveland, Green Bay, and then Houston. As far as some DVP mismatches for this week, the best offense against the worst defense, the number of difference, point difference, obviously one being 32. So 18, we got Minnesota plus 18 over Atlanta, New England plus 17 over Washington. And then we also have Washington over New England at plus 17. We have New Orleans plus 13 over Chicago and Atlanta plus 13 over Minnesota. Targets last week. McBride come right out. Big week, 14 targets, led all of the tight ends that are playing on the main slate. Komet had 10. Mr. Hawkinson had 9 for Minnesota. Njoku had 8, and Logan Thomas also had 8. Now, last 2 weeks, percentage of target share. We got 10 guys. I got the top 10. We got 5 of the top 10 that are not on the main slate this week. Kittle being number 1 at 30.5% of his team target share. He is not in. McBride in his 1 week had 29%. Kelsey at 28.6%, not in the main slate. Ingram, 27.4%, not in the main slate. We got Hawk at 27.3%. We got Njoku, 26.2%. Waller, who's not on the main slate as well, 25.6%. Obviously, we know he's injured. He's out. Schultz at 20.8 is 9, and then Laporta, who's not in the main slate, at 20.5. So we only have 5 on this main slate: McBride, Hawk, Njoku, and Schultz, who get 20 percentage points or higher of their team target share. So just a little bit something to keep in mind. Now, my 3 favorite tight ends I got this week for FanDuel, I'm going to be looking at here this week. My top guy that I got is Taysom Hill, 6,500 for Chicago. I mean, Chicago's bottom of the league in points allowed and yards allowed. Taysom can get it done in so many ways, as we've seen in the last couple of weeks. He runs 63 yards rushing, 44 yards passing, 2 rushing TDs. In his last 3 weeks, he's been tight end 9, tight end 5, and tight end 1. So definitely getting the job done. I like him here against Chicago, 6,500. But as I mentioned, little dinged up with the hip. Just make sure he gets in there this week. Trey McBride, 5,300 versus Cleveland. Got to ask yourself, this kid for real? 14 targets, 10 catches, 95 yards in his TD. Man, this guy was a second-round pick, had a pretty good senior year in college, so over 1,000 yards receiving. So definitely a guy that's got some history there. I mean, McBride is pretty much wide receiver 2 behind Brown. Definitely like the upside here, especially at 5,300. He does get a tough matchup against Cleveland, though. But, I mean, who's going to be in there this week? We're going to see this guy named Toon, or are we going to see Kyler Murray? I'd like it a little better if Kyler Murray was in there, but you just don't know. Maybe the kid will be dumping off McBride and using him as a relief valve quite a bit through the game. So definitely think McBride's pretty interesting this week. Next guy I'm going to be looking at here, Dallas Goedert, 5,800 versus Dallas, 12 targets his last 2 weeks, 9 catches, 113 yards, and a touchdown. This Dallas-Philadelphia game does have the highest over-under on the main slate at 46. Touchdowns his last 2 out of 4 weeks. He gets in the end zone. He gets there for us. He's been averaging 4 or 5 catches a week, around 50, 60 yards. Definitely like some Dallas Goedert here this week to score a touchdown. Man, we got some thin pickings this week here at tight end. Now let's look at some defenses real quick. I'm going to be looking at here. My top defense is going to be Cleveland, 4,700 versus Arizona. Cleveland has 17 turnovers in his last 7 games. Myles Garrett's in discussion for defensive player of the year. This guy's an absolute beast. Pressuring the quarterback here. I mean, who are they going to start? If they start Toon, I'd really like Cleveland's defense here. I think they're going to get to him quite a bit. They're going to mix it up, confuse the kid. Definitely going to be some trouble over there for Arizona. Next defense I'm going to be looking at here is New England, 3,700 versus Washington. I'm just going to keep attacking this Washington team. They're just tied for the NFL lead with sacks at 41. The third highest team with sacks is 29. Washington and the Giants just been giving up, and I've seen about a number of sacks. Definitely like New England here to get to the quarterback a little bit here today. New England's red zone defense is also pretty good, top 10 in the NFL. I think Washington's going to have a hard time scoring today. I think Belichick going to dial one up, get some sacks, get to that quarterback here this week. Next team I'm going to be looking at here is the Raiders against the Giants. I mean, how do you not? Max Crosby against a team that's given up 41 sacks this week, or so far this year. Sign me up. I'll take Max. I think he's going to have a field day here. And with no more McDaniels, I expect this Raider team to have a little bit of jump in their step here this week, being probably be happy that he's gone. So definitely like the Raiders, 4,800 against the Giants. But hey, that's going to do it for a quick little rundown. Some tight ends and some defenses here. Don't forget about promo code Mayo over here at SHIPIT Nation. Get you 10% off the membership plan. And hey, let's stay hot here at SHIPIT Nation. Appreciate you guys checking in with me all week. I'm going to be looking forward to them screenshots here this week and see how well we did. I know we're going to crush it. I'll see you at the top of them tournaments, and let's ship it.